Hey YouTube, this is Kevin with Nemo's Reef. I want to showcase this amazing dream build that we're working on here. It's going to be an 84-inch long by 25-inch wide aquarium, 28 inches tall. It's a custom tank by Custom Aquariums, and the dream build is by Nemo's Reef. Come down and take a look. So first we've got these custom cabinet doors here. So we customize these cabinet doors to hold all of the electronics and equipments for the dream build. Inside, it comes out like a spice drawer. We've got three doses, a Trident, the Neptune DDRs, color coding, tubing to match. So the first dose we're gonna have is gonna be an automated water changing system. The second is going to just do calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, bacteria, amino acids, foods, whatever we need for the auxiliary here. We did this custom John Joyce fittings to let us get some nice RO line, and then we have the nice DDR containers here. Now you might notice this Trident's a little bit close to the dose, but not to worry. You can go ahead and swing that out, open the bad boy up, do your reagents, and swing it back in. So this is the custom cabinet door here, and wiring is an important thing. So we've got all the wires all nicely wrapped up and complete. So now we've got the Bashy Sump. You've got the mass spec duo skimmer. I love this skimmer. It's very quiet, very easy to use and operate here. Alright, let's try that again. It's our first YouTube video, so bear with me here. For the drains, we're going to have a full bee animal system. So we're going to have the partial drain, the full drain, and the emergency drain. We color coded all of the pipes to make sure that they match this nice beautiful setup. We've got some wire tracks in here to help organize the wires and just keep things nice and clean. Over here we've got the nice Bashy bioreactor. This guy's going to be an interesting thing. He's going to really pull some nitrates and phosphates out for this aquarium here. We've got a nice little cabinet fan on the back side to give us some fresh air to come in. We've got these nice blue return line fittings. We're going to have a refugium line, the UV sterilizer line, the calcium reactor line, all fed by this nice J-valve pump here on this back side. Over here we're going to have the Vectra S2 that's going to power the entire aquarium, and we're going to have the Neptune ATK to do our auto top off setup here. So this is a little interesting setup that we've done. We've taken the Bashy auto top off container, drilled this guy, and added in as a refugium. So the refugium is going to be plumbed in from the back here. It's going to fill from the back, give us a nice good turning motion with that elbow at the bottom, and some extra flow from that Neptune pump there. So what we've done is we've actually taken the lid from the Bashy auto top off container, routed it out, and let it sit very nicely with the Kessel H80. So over here we've custom printed a nice 3D holder for our Neptune solenoid valve. I love this thing. The Neptune solenoids are really hard to mount, but this thing just pushes right in. And so we're going to have a direct auto top off from his RODI unit. And that makes life a lot easier because we don't need to worry about adding any water to the aquarium manually. So over on this side, the second drawer that we've got, very nice and beautiful. This is going to hold all of the electronics for us on this side. So we've got 4 MP40s, we've got the Vectra L2, the skimmer, the filter pump, 2 FMM modules, the base unit, a Neptune breakout box. This is going to control door sensors that will turn off the cabinet LED lights for us. We've got the Neptune EB832. All nicely wrapped up and programmed there. The wires are all nicely kneaded, wrapped up, and this thing closes real soft and real smooth. So below we've got some interesting LED bulb lights. The sump is actually suspended on these glass blocks, and a very thin acrylic board goes across to help distribute the weight. So over on the back side, this is where a lot of the plumbing and magic happens here. Fortunate enough to have this off the back wall, but we've got the Aqua UV 57 watt UV sterilizer. We're gonna have the overflow pipes that they come through from the back side all the way into the sump. This is the manifold setup that we've got for from the J-Bow filter pump. The top portion is going to go over to our bioreactor. Then we've got it feeding over to the UV sterilizer, and then over to the refugium, the chiller as well. All of these will have the Neptune flow monitors on them, so we know exactly what the flow will be going through all of those systems here. So on this back side, we're gonna have the Radeon XR30 Pros running this thing. We're gonna have 4 of them, so they're all gonna be on their own dedicated power supply, as well as the MP40s will all be on the dedicated power supply. We'll run the Mobius app for those guys to make sure that they're good to go. So right here is a very unique thing. We've got the return line, and the return line is going to be this monstrosity here. So we've got the check valve, we've got the Neptune flow monitor, we've got a valve here to be able to allow us to actually pull off the flow monitor and or the check valve for maintenance and services there. So guys, this will be a great setup. We're gonna actually have a video walking you guys through the actual setup and install of this aquarium. Thanks for tuning in for us. I'm gonna do a little bit of a scroll through on the system again. It is a thing of beauty.